Welcome everyone to the Hun Middle School closing exercises. Please rise for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Thank you, Darshan. Oh, welcome, everybody. What a beautiful day to be outside with these wonderful people. I'm so glad we were able to brave the smoke on a day like this. Please know that we have water, we have masks. If anybody is feeling that they're in distress, you can always go inside. The infirmary's open, and if you need to wait in Russell Lobby, we'll be sending out a recording soon, so you can hear it probably, but to watch it, you can watch it later, if that happens. I hope not, though. It feels much better than yesterday. So, welcome everyone. Welcome parents, families, friends, graduates, and faculty to this wonderful, happy occasion. I want to tell you, 8th grade, first of all, you're the biggest class we've ever had, arguably the best class of 8th graders we've ever had. And just to let you know how proud all of us are, I think I speak for all the families and parents and teachers and myself about what a wonderful group of folks you've been in the middle school. And to tell you that you're ready. I think your academic skills are honed and ready for your next step. I hope that's at Hun, but wherever life leads you, you'll be prepared. Your faculty have not just prepared you with knowledge, but with skills and all that you'll need. And I think you know the meaning of hard work, and you know the meaning of good work, which is a major thing. But Ralph Waldo Emerson said that what lies in our past and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And what lies within you is the most special part of all. You have the character, you have the qualities that we really admire and really exemplify Hun's values perfectly. You're kind, you're respectful, you have integrity, you're willing to stretch and sometimes fail in order to do hard things, and you know you can recover from that. And you're going to do a wonderful job in the upper school. We're going to count on your leadership there. Those qualities are going to carry you forward. And I can't take all the credit for those wonderful qualities, by the way, parents. Thank you for giving us such wonderful kids. So just a couple final words. First of all, I've been here for 14 years. The middle school is the strongest that it's ever been, and it's thanks to Mr. Weinstein and this amazing group of people here. The faculty are the strongest I can imagine anywhere, the most devoted and creative people on the planet. So thanks to you guys. And thank you on a personal note, 8th graders. You know, every time I see you, there's such vitality and such joy in everything you do. Even the little smiles and hellos that I get all the time, those things mean a lot to me, and I'll never forget them. So thanks for all that you brought to my life also. Okay, Mr. Weinstein.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to welcome the 7th and 8th grade choral classes up for a performance right now. So come on up. Mr. Michael Chuck and Ms. Cooper in charge.
Freedom inside, come on, let's go for a ride. I finally opened my eyes and I
Thank you, Chorus. Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Vicky, for all of your work with our kids. Next up, I'd like to award some of our graduating class honors. Several other 6th, 7th, and 8th grade awards in performing and visual arts, equity and inclusion, debate, journalism, student government, robotics, community service, kindness, and love of learning were given in yesterday's assembly on our final day of school. Award winners, remember, you're going to come up the front steps and pause for a photo after receiving your prize. And we're going to begin with the subject awards listed in your program. I'd like to welcome Anthony Canuli up to the stage on his birthday.
Come I to speak at the order of the 8th grade graduation to deliver Andrew Klein the English Prize. He is a most deserving student who bestride this academic year like a colossus. It doth give me great pleasure to bestow upon him a most deserving accolade as he soared above and shined like a northern star. There were many deserving fellows in the firmament, but his star shined brightest with a true and fixed quality that remained constant from the start. Andrew Klein climbed great ambition's ladder and reached the top rung in improving his reading, writing, and speaking abilities. He more than thrice times met me outside of class to discuss the exigent matters of our academics. Like a cobbler's attentiveness to his shoes, he was a great surgeon to his essays and additional classwork. And now we make holiday to rejoice in his triumph. With an imminent universal shout, we will formally commemorate Andrew's ability to meet the exacting demands of English 8. With great pleasure, I award the 8th grade English prize to a most deserving student. I bid you a heartfelt congratulatory, Andrew, and am confident you're off to a road of great success and academic achievement.
Monsieur Evan Kleber, please come up to give the French prize.
Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour. Très bien, vous êtes très poli, merci. Now let's try with mes élèves de français, shall we? Bonjour français A, ça va? Bonjour français B. Et vous? Vous allez bien aussi? Oui? Et finalement, let's try with français C. 3, 2, 1. Bonjour français C, comment allez-vous? Quel temps fait-il? Quelle heure est-il? Normally they race me on that. Okay, French C has been a strong group of students from the moment class starts daily. Every class begins with that year-long tradition of those 3 questions rattled off enthusiastically. French C was a memorable group of hardworking individuals who I hope continue learning French in the next chapter of their lives and use it while traveling in places such as Le Québec, where I will be this summer, without forest fires, hopefully. Maybe see you there. One student in particular always asked those 3 questions with great enthusiasme and brought signature énergie to class every day. Nico, le petit Nicolas Hanna, was a leader in French C in all regards. Oui, viens, Nico. Since the day he convinced me that French A wasn't right for him and moved up to French B, he has proven himself a curious and passionate French learner. Nico is meticulous in his work and pronunciation. He's insightful and infers well, grasping more complex French. Nico helped bolster the class, whether in daily participation or in multi-step group projects. His signature jubilation when successful, but also his modesty when learning from his mistakes and perseverance to never give up are essential with growing one's language abilities. Au cours de français, Nico a beaucoup grandi. Alors voilà, Nico, you are no longer le petit Nicolas or one of my petits professeurs in class. You are on your way to greater things. You are leaving as Le Grand Nicolas. But don't let it go to ta tête. Keep making great strides in French as you did these past 2 years. And now, fully en français, I know I've kept you waiting. Attendez. Nicolas, je te souhaite une bonne continuation. Passe un très bon été. Continue à parler français partout dans le monde. Et maintenant, viens accepter ton prix de français.
Merci, monsieur, pour la joie de vivre. Joyful learning is not just an expression here at Hun, for sure. Welcome, Mrs. Noose, who will present the Geography Prize.
Good morning. I'm not even going to try to compete with either one of them, just saying. So, this has been an interesting year in geography. You've all survived. Congratulations. We know it hasn't always been easy, but you've done it. You've gained the knowledge and awareness to have a better understanding of the world you live in and the events which have occurred throughout the year. We've seen Ukraine continue to hold off Russia. We had a Chinese spy balloon, or should I call it a weather balloon, that was shot down over the coast of the US. We've had protests about the treatment of women that were held in Iran. And so you've learned a lot. You've survived research papers, current events, all that good stuff. And you might remember about a week or so ago, we finished off the year and we had a Harkness discussion about why study geography. I think today and yesterday's air quality would be an example of how something that happens in one country, like wildfires, can affect people hundreds of miles away. And so I hope as you get older that you'll be able to promote peace in our world and improve the world's environment as well to make the world a better place for all of us. It was very difficult to come up with a recipient for the Geography Prize. There are so many people who were deserving in so many ways. However, when looking at the performance of my students, I was able to see that some of them experienced great growth in the past 2 years. And that's one of the things I really enjoy, as I often get to work with students for 2 years in a row. And one such student, Emily Spira, was an outstanding example of someone who has become a confident participation in class discussion, demonstrated strong writing skills in her research paper on Chinese art, and was consistently a strong student in all areas of geography. And so as a result of her hard work, and with the hope that she will work to make the world a better place, Emily is the recipient of this year's Geography Prize.
Thank you, Mrs. Noose. Let's welcome Ms. Wong and Ms. Skelly up to the stage to present the Mathematics Prize. Ms. Skelly's going to, just Ms. Wong, okay.
He never follows order. If the math prize could be awarded to a class, my algebra class would be an easy choice for their ability to strike that rare balance between seriousness of purpose and middle school exuberance. As a group, they voted to move up our test one day early before Thanksgiving, winter, and spring break, just so we could have a class party and go into the upcoming recess together. The balance of cohesiveness and academic vigor was evident up to our last class. There, they all sat together in one cluster, vociferously discussing possible approaches to the final challenge problems, and then taking turns clarifying how to synthesize the ideas offered into a methodical explanation, all the while munching on supposedly brain food and playfully ribbing each other for their careless mistakes. Of course, this cohesiveness does not come about naturally. There's generally someone who works to make everyone feel included from the very beginning, who is willing to push herself when concepts become seemingly much more difficult, especially, as she once put it, Ms. Huang does not believe in giving students training wheels and then take her classmates along with her. For me, this individual was Ria Sheth. Ria, explicit instructions from the very beginning of a topic and training wheels are indeed comforting. This said, did you really need them in the end? A student's initial observations tell me much about that student's mathematical acuity, and yours never disappointed. Even more impressive was your subsequent ability to conjecture on the underlying meaning of what you had just observed. In the end, you made the learning process your own. Your success at linking concepts introduced towards the beginning of the year with what we covered this past month, and then justify your work in increasingly more accurate mathematical terms spoke eloquently about your truth mastery of the material. The subject awards generally focus on a student's excellence in a particular academic discipline, but I would be so remiss were I not to recognize you for your invaluable contributions to enhancing our learning atmosphere and to pushing your classmates and me to be our best academically and on a human level. In recognition of her commendable kindness, sense of humor, and mathematical accomplishments, this year's Math Award goes to Ria Sheth.
Okay, for some reason out of order, Dr. Tom Talboy, assistant head of the middle school, will present the Latin prize.
Good morning. I thought maybe he had had enough of Latin already. Sorry, I have more. Regulus major discipulus ingeniosus semper fuit. Regular major. Propter constantiam studium quae tibi hoc premium do. The Latin award is given to Ryan Spicer. It has been a great pleasure to have Ryan in Latin. Ryan has been a consummate student of Latin from the beginning. He exhibits noteworthy curiosity, profound commitment, and superior perspicuity. His treasures learning, evidenced by his disposition to undertake challenging translations and to make probing inquisition in order to comprehend the deeper context of grammar and meaning. He is reliable. He is kind and generous. He will as easily offer his own translation as will he yield to another student. His humility empowers his assistance of others. He has brought humor and seriousness to the class. Regule sicut Uranus qui invitationem adeo accepit. Spero te invitationes vitae studio acceptorum esse. Ryan, I wish you all the best in the future endeavors. I hope that you will always treasure Latin you have learned and find a use for it in the future. Please come forward to accept your award.
Congratulations. Ms. Watts, make your way to the stage to present the Performing Arts Prize.
Good morning. The Performing Arts program in the middle school is designed to spark imagination and creativity in our students and to provide opportunities to gain the skills necessary to express themselves as musicians, actors, and technicians. Through work in the chorus, band, orchestra, and drama classes, students explore and practice techniques of expression and have opportunities to find their own artistic voice. The Middle School Performing Arts Award is presented annually to an 8th grader who has shown energy, curiosity, and artistry in their pursuit of that artistic voice in the Hun Middle School program. This year's recipient is Patrick Crotty. Patrick has been a member of the middle school band and orchestra throughout his middle school career. He's an accomplished violinist and pianist, sharing his artistry in our orchestra and throughout the year in performing arts recitals, even making guest appearances in the upper school orchestra. His next appearance will be on Friday at upper school commencement. His energy, positivity, and team spirit have made him both a musical asset and a team builder in our group. I look forward to hearing what he will create in the years to come. But for today, in honor of his fine work in middle school music, please join me in congratulating our 2023 Performing Arts Award recipient, Patrick Crotty.
Congratulations, Patrick. Mr. Nick Savino will come up to present the Science Prize. Nick?
Yesterday, I got the opportunity to give my brother's farewell speech, and it got a little emotional. And I'm pretty sure on the way up here today, I heard a 7th grader say, "Here come the waterworks again." This year's Science Award goes to Karina Stock. Karina impressed me from day one, for a lot of the reasons you might imagine. Her intelligence, excitement for class, creative projects, and leadership in her lab group. But what impressed me most about Karina was her ability to absorb new information and push our conversations further with her outstanding questions and innate curiosity. That's what science is about, asking why or how, taking the information given and not stopping there. Karina's inquisitive nature brought out the best in her classmates and in myself, as the class got to explore different avenues we hadn't before. Like in our physics unit, where we unexpectedly started to explore negative acceleration. Karina, I am full of emotion once again. Joy, but most importantly, pride. I am proud and impressed by the dedicated, intelligent, and kind woman you've become. Karina, congratulations on winning this year's Science Award.
Karina, congratulations. Thank you, Nick. Senorita Kaylee Metzger will join us for the Spanish prize. I know, it's misprinted. Senorita Kaylee Schobert. Yep. We'll get it right.
They'll get it eventually. I'm still adjusting too. Before I talk about my award winner, I just want to quickly share how honored I feel to have a role in helping to shape these young people into good humans. I feel bonded to this group in a different way than any previous class, and that has everything to do with becoming a mom. From pregnancy illness to adjusting to the return from maternity leave to bonding over getting only 2 hours of sleep. As you can imagine, my lack of sleep was not due to homework assignments or video games. But nonetheless, whether you all realize it or not, I have grown alongside of you all in lots of ways, and I know that leaving a positive impact on all of you is the single most important part of being an educator. So thank you, parents, for allowing me that honor. Now for the winner chicken dinner. Mason, you get a Spanish award. Sorry for the dad joke, or should I say mom joke. Couldn't resist. In all seriousness, Mason has been such a pleasure to get to know over the past 3 years. This award is so much more than being proficient in Spanish. In my eyes, this award is for someone that truly embodies the traits of our community culture and also exceeds expectations in the classroom. Mason is a humble, kind, dependable, funny, respectful, thoughtful, patient, and responsible human being. He is the steadiness in the classroom that is so much appreciated. He is the student I can always rely on to be kind and inclusive. He's my utility player. I can put him anywhere with anyone, assign him to any task, and know that he will get the job done with the utmost effort, humility, and confidence. He leads by example in a quiet yet effective manner. I will never forget when I asked this group of 6th graders, "What is your goal with Spanish?" And Mason responded, "Quiero ser fluido," which for those that don't know would translate to, "I want to be fluent." Unless you're a language learner, you might not notice that as a difficult sentence. But as a language teacher, my jaw dropped at the compound verb and the use of an irregular verb on the first day of school as a 6th grader. I was immediately impressed, and he has continued to work towards that goal and impress me many more times along the way. I have no doubts in my mind that he will meet that goal, and quite frankly, he's only one immersion trip away from being there. He's well on his way to being fluent, and Mason, yo sé que tú lo puedes cumplir y lo vas a cumplir. Mason always says thank you before he leaves class, so today I would like to say thank you, Mason, for always being a positive force and a good human being. I know your perseverance, hard work, and dedication will continue to impact those around you as you move into the upper school. Come get your award, Mason.
Mason, congratulations. The last of the subject matter awards, Mr. Sean Hildreth will present the Visual Arts Prize. Sean?
Good morning, everybody. Before I begin, I just want to say to the 8th grade class, thank you to each and every one of you who's participated in a visual arts opportunity or elective or arts block. You have definitely been a group of students who have made the middle school arts program that much more better for your presence. So just a round of applause for the entire class. Thank you. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. This poignant realization was conceptualized by none other than poet, dancer, singer, activist, and famous author Maya Angelou. This idea feels like a secret cheat code for life, hiding in plain sight, a way of navigating the world in a self-sustaining way that fuels a level of creation and imagination that brings inner joy while provoking others to think and see in different ways. I believe Elliott Home has been using this best-kept secret to their advantage. Anything Elliott's made during their time in the middle school exists at the intersection of purposeful curiosity and work ethic. And it's this intersection that has helped Elliott find their own voice of expression while exploring a variety of mediums, noticing how they react to each other, and accepting the changes they might have on the original plan. I would challenge you, Elliott, to take this unique voice and imagination that makes you, you, and continue to soak in new ways of making, thinking, and seeing. Whether it's your own journey of innovation or the innovations of similarly devoted creators you will meet and grow with in the future. I think pride is also a part of this secret infinity loop to creativity. To find pride in the work that somebody makes is a very rewarding feeling that helps build confidence and develop meaningful self-awareness. I hope you can look back on all the art projects you've made during time in the middle school with pride. And I hope that you continue to connect and find people who not only share their pride for you, but also receive pride from you for their work and their journey to self-sustainable creativity. Not everyone has the chance to see the work that you've been consistently making, whether it's character designs, whole world maps for entire environments, sketches, digital art, collages, mixed media, stop animations, and much, much more. To be proud of something can happen publicly, kind of like this moment now, or it can be smaller moments that are vulnerable, private, that receive only a fleeting moment of recognition or positive reinforcement. As you continue making art in the upper school, and hopefully beyond, but no pressure if you don't, I hope you keep some of these thoughts in mind, because to go out into the world as an art maker is to go out into the world as someone who's okay being vulnerable, who's okay embracing mistakes, and the uncertainty they might bring. And no matter what kind of visual artist you are, illustrators, painters, sculptors, photographers, whatever it is, each one will always need support from those around them, whether you realize it or not. I'm not sure here, I don't want to speak for Maya Angelou, but I think she would also agree that you can't use up support. The more you give, the more you have. Elliott, we will always support your art and your artistic journey, and we are so excited to see how you will continue to support others along the way. Congratulations, Elliott Home.
Congratulations. Embracing mistakes. It's a good theme for the way we live. I have 6 more students to honor right now. I'd like to start with the Roberta King Award. Roberta King was a former middle school head who demonstrated the qualities of fairness, hard work, and high standards. The Roberta King Award is given to a student who demonstrates the most consistent effort, but most importantly, shows great progress, both academically and personally, throughout their time in the Hun Middle School. Piper Morey has grown so much during her time in middle school. She arrived at Hun for 6th grade, a little bit unsure of herself, a little bit disorganized, but revved up with the kind of kinetic energy that could power a nuclear reactor. Truth be told, it was a bit too much at times, but the experienced teachers in the building knew the word to describe it: enthusiasm. We know that if you can direct that level of energy back inside, the end product will be focused and determined. Today, Piper is a mature learner, an excellent analyst of literature, a helpful friend to her peers, in the classroom, on the field, and on the ice. Piper is a natural athlete, a player whom I've seen carry a team on her back, but she's also a true team player and took players under her wing when needed. Once, at softball, she was hit in the face with a ball and hid away from the 6th graders so they could not see her in pain. When the coach asked her why, she said, "If they see me, they'll never want to play softball, and we really need them." That's taking one for the team. For her personal and academic growth, the faculty has selected Piper Morey to receive the Roberta King Award. This year, 2 Spirit Awards are presented to students who consistently exhibit a positive attitude, excellent relationships with peers and adults, and demonstrate spirit for and support of the Hun School community in multiple ways. The winners are usually students who lead by example, but also motivate others to have a positive spirit as well. Terrell Tift has only been with us for a year, but the faculty is so glad he came. Upon his arrival, Terrell jumped right into the Hun culture without hesitation, a real challenge when you are a new 8th grader. Respected by all kinds of students, he has a positive energy that has lifted up others around him and a sensitivity that considers others' feelings before his own. Hun quickly became a home for Terrell. Our middle school community has become a better place with his leadership in the class. His personal warmth and maturity contribute to his ability to lead, but he also expresses his gratitude directly with confident eye contact and a genuine smile. Terrell does the right thing even when no one is watching. He helps out 6th graders in advisory and on sports teams, is a dependable role model for all of our boys, and demonstrates perseverance in the classroom. For his supportive and spirited presence in the middle school community, the faculty has awarded a Spirit Prize to Terrell Tift. The faculty has also selected Carson Stone for this honor. Any teacher who has ever had a bad day just needs to wait for Carson Stone to show up for class, and your day will change. His ever-present and overpowering smile, his super positive attitude, make him the poster boy for joyful learning. His kindness and loyalty to his friends is well known. Even when the group decided to eat lunch outside every day, straight through the winter, Carson has grown up literally on this campus, and so he has inhaled the culture here for many years. He's a spirited student, loves to participate in class, and encourage others to do so. He's a sought-after teammate for group work because everyone knows he will smooth over any conflict or disagreements. His contributions to our theater program have not only benefited the middle school, but he has had positive effects on upper schoolers as well, with his countless extra hours as a member of the upper school Janus Players. Carson Stone, come up and receive your Spirit Award. Last year, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Girls at Hun, Megan Skelly and Sean Hildreth proposed a new award. The Further Together Award honors a student who has shown their dedication to female empowerment at Hun through leadership and community engagement. This award highlights the lasting impact that amplifying the voices and experiences of female students can have over the next 50 years. Lila Shin is only the second ever recipient of this award. Unafraid to express her views and always in a way that is inclusive of others, Lila has a calm and friendly confidence that blends with her love of learning and arts. Her friends describe her as supportive and loyal, all the while being modest and welcoming, and studious and hardworking. She's compassionate, one of the first to volunteer to help, authentic, and full of empathy. These qualities will reinforce her natural leadership skills as she takes on important roles in our upper school community. Her teachers have found her to be a deep thinker and a prolific reader who turns these skills into actions that genuinely support and advocate for all. For her dedication to girls and women and equity and inclusion in the Hun community, the faculty has awarded Lila Shin the Further Together Award. Each year, we also honor the 8th grade student with the highest grade point average as our class valedictorian. Sana Shah excels at a wide variety of skills and does so with great modesty. Diligent, hardworking, and creative, Sana has a great tenacity to succeed, but it's never at the expense of others. Quite the opposite, she brings others along on her journey and raises the level of any class she's a part of. She has a way of thinking that enables her to ask questions that will deepen both her and the class's understanding. Sana loves school, and it shows. As student government president and in her advisory, she demonstrated sharp leadership skills, which earned the respect of her peers and guided our student government to accomplish much. Sana, come on up. And I will end our awards with the Faculty Prize, which is given to a student with high academic achievement who most embodies what we aim for at the Hun School. The character traits of acceptance, inclusion, kindness, integrity, reliability, fairness, character, and leadership. I want to tell you, 8th graders, that there were many deserving nominees for this award this year. Your class is unusual because many of you embody our school so gracefully and so modestly. Rhea Sheth demonstrates maturity and care for her community. She's supportive and helpful, kind, and a true optimist, a positive force in her class. Rhea brings her full effort every day to everything she does, whether it's organizing a book drive or driving down the court in basketball, invaluably improving the culture of her teams, her classes, and the whole middle school. Rhea is smart, for sure, but Rhea has a very high emotional intelligence as well, picking up the signals in the room when others needed support or a gentle nudge to get the group back on track. And she's a loyal friend that others can count on to be balanced and measured in any stressful situation. For her exceptional character, integrity, kindness, and scholarship, the faculty of the middle school awards the Faculty Prize this year to Rhea Sheth. Lastly, our tradition in the middle school is to select a class speaker who has not received one of our major awards, but demonstrates some of those same important qualities we have just spoken about. Kind and supportive of his peers, Aiden Harris has shown leadership, warmth, generosity, and a timely sense of humor. He can sense when a classmate needs cheering up, sometimes I think he can sense when I need cheering up. He has his finger on the pulse of the class and is always willing to pitch in when needed. Aiden understands the ethos of our Hun community and strives to live it in his daily interactions with classmates, faculty, and staff. He's the one who is quick to offer a thank you to the dining hall staff, or to offer a cheer or handshake when one of his friends or classmates succeeds at something. Aiden is going to speak for the class of 2027.
Good morning, Mr. Brome, Mr. Weinstein, Ms. McNulty, distinguished guests, teachers, fellow classmates, and all of our friends and family. Welcome to the 2023 middle school closing exercises. Thank you to everyone here today celebrating my great class of 2027. For those of you who do not know me, I am Aiden Harris and have the honor to address everyone here on behalf of my fellow classmates. I have been in the Hun School since 6th grade, and throughout my last 3 years, I have learned what it truly means to be a Hun student. When I reached out to Mr. Weinstein in order to get a sense of the parameters of this speech, he suggested the following: that I talk about growth, friendships, and lessons learned from the middle school. So I'll do just that, but before I do, there's one person that I'd like to point out. This person is our valedictorian, Sana Shah. Sana came to Hun in 7th grade, and ever since has been a perfect example of the well-balanced student that the middle school promotes, as she manages to keep great grades while also being a friend to everyone and finding success on middle school sports teams. So congratulations, Sana, on being valedictorian. Three years ago, I'm not sure I would have imagined that I would be up on this stage speaking to all of my fellow classmates and their families. Honestly, 3 years ago, I was just finding ways to connect with all my friends behind the masks and separated COVID cohorts of Honorum and Scientium. I was so happy that 6th grade year to return from spring break and have the entire middle school in the same building at once. The energy that we created late that spring just continued into our 7th and 8th grade years. Our class has had fun together, from sports competitions to dances to rad days and even last week's Hershey trip. It has all been one epic journey. Not always perfect, as we have navigated times of embarrassment and frustration. But even in less than stellar days, we always come back to the Hun way and the foundation we learned as middle schoolers. We remember to always lead with kindness, which arguably could be sometimes the most challenging lesson of all, even harder than Ms. Noose's history classes. I hope that you would all agree that we've appreciated these valuable lessons in humility, forgiveness, and self-awareness. Now I'd like to share with you all what I think a Hun student is. A Hun student is someone who is not afraid to stand up for what they believe in and does the right thing even when nobody is watching. Whether that be inviting someone who has nowhere to sit at lunch to join you, making someone feel better about themselves if they are sad or down, or just simply being a good friend who treats everyone with respect. These are actions that all 123 students in the middle school emulate with one another each and every day. In Hun Middle School, I played basketball, and one thing that I have learned from the start of my athletics journey is the fact that there can be a balance between academics and athletics. For those non-athletes here today, I'm sure you could say the same thing about your other extracurricular experiences at Hun, teaching you just as much as your lessons in the classroom, lessons of teamwork, communication, and humility. Another thing I've witnessed during my time here at Hun is that the middle school faculty are awesome. They are always making sure someone is available. There's always been a teacher available to help, whether it be Miss Skelly lending a room to students and creating extra practice word problems the morning of a test to ensure that all of her students are prepared for their test, or Dr. Talboy holding many Latin classes during study support on days leading up to a test to help students who are struggling with the information, or Mr. C always being more than willing to look over an essay, reading quiz, or no red ink assignment and give students the opportunity to fix incorrect answers for points back, or Miss Noose getting to school at the crack of dawn so that if anyone needed help with a DBQ, research paper, or area value map, they would have more than enough time to work on it with her. I would also be remiss if I did not mention Miss Anderson, our former math teacher and assistant middle school head, who would always leave her door open so that my friends and I could use it as a hangout space in the morning, which was quite the accommodation considering the fact that we could be a bit rowdy. Every middle school teacher at Hun, including those that I did not specifically mention, will always have a place in my heart for making my experience better and a lot less stressful and complicated. The Hun Middle School provides great opportunities to meet new students and make new friends through a unique program called the Hun Way. It does this by having students participate in group activities that are designed to help us connect with one another. I can confirm that the Hun Way does successfully help build relationships, as each year it has helped me to make new connections. Without a unique program like this, I may never have made the friends with the people I am so close to now: Gideon, Herschel, Sawyer, and Ryan. If I did not connect with them, then my experience in middle school might have been completely altered it may have been completely altered, as we have been able to create so many memories in the short time that we have known one another. Finally, the middle school allowed me to make new friends through the athletic program. I've been fortunate to become friends with students from the 6th and 7th grade because of the baseball and basketball teams at Hun. I do believe that without these extracurricular opportunities, I would not have been able to forge friendships, nor would I hang out with those younger than me. We are a community built on different backgrounds. We don't have a common profile of students, but the one thing that does link us all is the fact that we are all a part of this extraordinary school community. From teachers to custodians to dining hall staff, we appreciate every person who exists here at Hun because we know that our school is the greatest and they help to make it that way for us. As I look back over these past 3 years, all of the people and things that I have previously mentioned, and so much more that I did not have time to touch upon, have helped me become the person I am, and it's the reason that I believe the faculty chose me to speak in front of all of you today. To my 8th grade classmates that will no longer be with us this fall, I wish you all success in your high school journeys. And to my 8th grade returning classmates, today we wrap up our number of lasts as middle schoolers, and we prepare for our series of firsts as a new chapter will soon begin for our Hun class of 2027. I am confident you will all join me this upcoming fall as we will welcome into the Hun family our newest classmates. In the meantime, let's make the best of the months ahead before our high school chapter begins. And to the classes of 2028 and 2029, just remember that the newest middle schoolers will look to you for leadership and guidance, so do just that and set the tone by being good to one another. By doing that, you are bound to have another incredible year ahead. I'm excited for what awaits and hope you are too. Go Raiders.
That was fabulous. Is it not one of the hardest things in the world when you're 11, 12, or 13 to sing or speak or perform in front of an audience? What's that? Or in your 30s, right? Yeah. Or beyond, right? So it's time, 8th graders, for you to get your diplomas, your certificates. Dr. Talboy is going to step up to the podium and he's going to read names, and we've practiced this so you all know what to do, and it's going to go great.
Eli Broomer. Herschel T. Malangata. Sawyer Paul Klein. Zoe Alani Kaidonius. Lila Mercy Shin. Arna Menocha. Caitlin E. Yadow. Ava Caroline Gronczewski. Delilah Rose Ducati. Sophia Reese Green. Sofia Navarro. Sabrina Madeline Sokol. Sai K. Mystery. Aaron Upal. Ian Upal. Jacob David Sokol. Nicholas A. Hanna. Madeline Barbara Thomas. Samita S. Coulter. Elliot Holm. Alexander Paul Lasiak. Dylan James Kochenauer. Vivek Kumar. Madison Brielle Haley. Alessandra Brian Heafy. Hope Catherine Rossier. William Brooke Shotland. Emily Florence Spira. Callista L. Jacobs. Neil Sadhu. Addison Grace Smith. William James Huber. Sana Shah. Karina Stack. Nicholas K. Manahan. William D. Stowe. Gideon Christopher Spitz. Richard Daw. Ria Lakshmi Sheth. Peyton R. Turner. Ryan R. Spicer. Mikkel Andreas Neverdal. Boris Rodnevsky. Mason Ugetta. Connor James Schaefer. Andrew J. Klein. Nora Gale Shore. Shay Piper Maury. Anthony Francis Peterson. William Kevin Hayes III. Ryan Matthew Schmiel. Lucas Choi. Javier L. Moreno Corrales. Grayson John Barrett. Aiden Carl Harris. Terrell Maurice Tift Jr. Liam Aiden Frickholm. Reeves Michael Lee. Liam James Iben. Fabian E. Salam. Carson Samuel Stone. Patrick William Crotty. Arush K. Shaw. We have to watch the magic of them sitting down to unison first. I present to you as graduates for the first time the class of 2027.
Good morning, parents, faculty, friends, and Hun Middle School 8th grade. The focus of today is on the end of your middle school experience, celebrating all that you accomplished in your time here. As we've seen and heard today, those accomplishments are many. Your teachers have prepared you, inspired you, collaborated with you, and established a foundation for you that will serve you in a deep and meaningful way and ways forever. My job today, on behalf of the upper school and Mr. Hughes, is to focus us forward. Our school promises to prepare you for a world of constant change, to engage you in a world of ideas to inspire leadership, creativity, cultural competency, and critical thinking. And all of these promises rely on one core component, you. You will make your upper school classes joyful and student-centered. You will welcome your new classmates from all over the world and help them become part of the Hun family. You will create new clubs, lead teams, inspire better teaching. That makes today not just the last day of middle school, but also the first day of upper school. Today we will also get to look forward, and my excitement for the Hun's future is all the greater knowing you, all the incredible 8th grade class, will define that future. I would ask you that you think about the role you will play in Hun's future and help make your upper school experience as great as it can be. 1, use your knowledge of our school to welcome your new classmates with kindness. It's a core and key value that defines us. 2, be the student in your classes that will inspire your teachers to even more joyful teaching. Your participation at the Harkness table, leading collaborative projects, engaging with your teachers and classmates will make the experience better for all. And 3, use your many talents to get involved in extracurriculars, create new clubs, and propose events and activities for your classmates. Meet new friends that will expand your Hun experience in new and meaningful ways. So, Hun Middle School 8th grade, with all your gifts and experiences, look forward. Make Hun better. Use the foundation of your middle school experience to help Hun continue to shine as a beacon of joyful and vigorous learning. And it's my pleasure to officially declare you members of the Hun class of 2027.
Thank you, Ms. McNulty. I got cut from my high school baseball team, but today I'm the closer. Newly minted 9th graders, rising 8th and 7th graders, parents, and other family members, honored faculty, staff, administrative colleagues. It's so great to be back here behind Russell Hall to send our graduates off into upper school. In our comfortable and time-honored tradition and location, we are together again, our happy place, where our 123 middle schoolers began this year's journey more than 6,500 hours ago at convocation. First of all, let me join Ms. McNulty and congratulate you all on meeting all of the academic requirements of the middle school and taking your place in our freshman class. And congratulations to our rising 7th and 8th graders as you move up and take your place as leaders next year. You too will be expected to do more, to be more, and to welcome about 50 new students into our building in September in that special Hun school way, with warmth, with generosity, and with kindness. Family members, if I could start by thanking you for all of your hard work getting these graduates to this place. You have made many sacrifices so these graduates can have the benefit of a Hun school education. You supported them through their projects, papers, performances, athletic events, and social events. I'm grateful for you, and the Hun School is grateful for you. Surely these students are grateful for you as well. Thank you for trusting your children, your teenagers, to us. Faculty, you too have been extremely devoted to your advisees and students, and to your job, and to our school. As advisors, coaches, and teachers, you have created a warm and challenging environment for them to grow and learn in. In a supportive way, you have mentored them and encouraged them to be better and better versions of themselves, and I and we are so grateful to you. I've been known to talk to strangers in the supermarket or while out on a run. We all have quirks, right? And people sometimes ask me where I work. I tell them that I actually haven't worked in 11 years, but rather I get to do what I love each and every day with a community of like-minded, team-oriented colleagues. Now to you graduates. I want to talk to you a little bit today about your time with us, about how you approached your work and your play, and how you should move forward after this experience as you move to upper school and into relationships and life and beyond. Aiden Harris spoke about his memories of 3 years in the middle school and how they will help him to move forward with confidence and with motivation and with joy. Your class has impressed me in a bunch of ways, but most notably in your level of effort and motivation to do well in your coursework. I asked a few of your teachers for adjectives to describe you as a class, and they came up with loyal, socially aware, sensitive to others' needs, hardworking, empathetic, compassionate. I know Ms. McNulty will be glad to have your help as she coordinates community service projects next year. I've enjoyed our hallway conversations and handshakes every single day of school. I've enjoyed watching you all grow and look after one another, and I have even had some fun classroom moments with you in our coding classes, an ungraded elective in which you just have to want to do the work. There's no number or letter grade to motivate you to do so. I want to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart, and that is motivation, and where it comes from and where it doesn't come from. I was talking to my wife, Susan, earlier in the year about what I do sometimes in the dining hall during lunch. That is to walk around and check in with you, but also to see what's on your lunch plate. Because I try to encourage students to eat things that are dark green and leafy. or dark orange or red when most of their food is beige and white? I mean, the health benefits are pretty clear, right? And I care about their health, and I want them to care about their health. When I told this to my wife, she asked, can you give them some reward, some incentive for this when you see it, when you see them with green vegetables on their plate? I said, well, I guess I could give them a reward. What do you mean? What kind of reward? Do you mean candy? That's not healthy. And so we discussed many different incentives that I could give you for seeing green things on your plate and how they might affect your motivation. And then I realized how much I was personally opposed to incentives. I have to be honest with you. There were times when Rhea or someone else would come into my office to ask for a dress down day if we collect 6,000 diapers for Maker's Place or 250 healthy snacks for Rise. I mean, who doesn't love a good dress down day or a subsidized advisory party? And I also really want us to collect those diapers because, as Mrs. Noose taught us, those diapers are badly needed by those families. We learned that 6,000 diapers lasts Maker's Place about a week. You see, I believe motivation needs to come from within, not from external forces. And I've got some quick stories from the research and interviews of a very smart Israeli economist named Uri Genizi to share with you. Let's start with an example from Uri's research. In one experiment, he explored the impact of financial rewards on children's performance. When one group of children was promised cash incentives for completing a task, they actually performed worse than the second group that received no rewards at all. It turned out that the introduction of external rewards shifted their focus solely to the money, detracting from their intrinsic motivation and undermining their performance. Now let's move to a second example. Uri conducted an experiment where he observed the effect of incentives on blood donations. Initially, when financial rewards were introduced, there was a surge in the number of people donating blood. But here's the twist. Over time, the donation rates dropped back to their initial levels, even lower than their initial levels. The promise of an external reward couldn't sustain a long-term commitment to blood donation. People began perceiving it as a transactional exchange, diminishing the altruistic nature of their actions. One more story from Genizi's research. Imagine a scenario where parents frequently picked up their children late from daycare. This was causing the workers to have to stay late and get home to their own families late. To address this issue, the center introduced a late pickup fee, hoping that the financial penalty would discourage tardiness. But guess what happened? Instead of reducing the number of late pickups, the fee actually had the opposite effect. The number of late pickups actually increased. Parents started perceiving the fee as a monetary transaction rather than a moral obligation to be punctual. It was a surprising outcome that taught us a valuable lesson about the limitations of external incentives. These three examples all demonstrate an incentive having the opposite effect of what was expected. And that, my ninth graders, is why you must look inside yourselves for your motivators and not expect others, parents, teachers, grades, me, to be the reason you seek out success. When you cultivate intrinsic motivation, you become the captain of your own ship. You no longer rely on external validation or rewards to push you forward. Instead, you find strength in your own desires, in the pursuit of knowledge, in the joy and the love of learning, in the satisfaction of doing your best. You become resilient in the face of challenges, persistent in your pursuit of excellence, and creative in finding solutions to problems. Ninth graders, as you step forward into summer and then into upper school, I urge you to nurture your internal flame. Explore new interests, try new things, discover what truly brings you joy. Embrace the process of learning, relish in the growth that comes from overcoming obstacles, and never be afraid to pursue your dreams. Your teachers and I wish you well. A fun summer where you can explore new avenues and an exciting adventure as you enter the upper school. We will miss you a lot, so stop by and say hello as often as you want. The faculty will lead us out. Please join us for refreshments under the portico after the students proceed out.